Shanti. This is the saga Murli of 2 of October 2024. Essence. Sweet children, perform every action whilst staying in remembrance, and many people will receive vision through you. Question. With which method can you make your heart pure at the confluence age? Answer. Prepare food whilst in remembrance and eat it in remembrance, and your heart will become pure. The pure Brahma bhojan prepared by you Brahmins at the confluence age is very much liked by the deities. Those who value Brahma bhojan rinse their plates and drink that water. There is also a lot of praise of it. By eating food prepared in remembrance, you receive a lot of power and your heart becomes pure. Om Shanti. The Father only comes at the confluence age. He has to tell you, children, every day that the spiritual father explains to you, spiritual children. Why does he say, children, consider yourselves to be souls, so that you, children, remember that he truly is the unlimited father and that he is teaching you souls. He explains various points for doing service. Children say there is no service to do. How can we do service outside? The father shows you very easy way to do service. Have the pictures in your hands. Have the ugly picture of Raghunath, brackets very name of Rama, and the beautiful picture too. Also have the ugly and beautiful pictures of Sri Krishna and Sri Narayan. Even if they are small, people make very small pictures of Sri Krishna too. You can ask the priest looking after the temples, why has this one been shown in an ugly image when in fact he was really beautiful? In fact, the body cannot be ugly. You also have many beautiful ones. But why has this one been made ugly? It has been explained to you children how that soul adopts different names and forms as he continues to come down. The soul becomes ugly from the time he climbs onto the pyre of lust. There are many pilgrims at Jagannath and Srinath, and you receive invitations too. Tell them we will tell you the biography of the 84 births of Srinath. Brothers and sisters, come and listen to it. No one else can give such lectures. You can explain to them why he, bracket Sri Krishna, has become ugly. From being pure, each one definitely has to become impure. It was when the deities went onto the path of sin that their ugly images were created. By sitting on the pyre of lust, they became iron-azed. Iron is black and gold is golden. They would be called beautiful. They then become ugly while taking 84 births. You should also definitely have a picture of the ladder in your hand. If the picture of the ladder is big, anyone can see it very clearly from a distance. And you can explain that that has become the condition of Bharat. It is also written rise and fall. You children should have a lot of interest in doing service. You have to explain how the cycle of the world turns through the golden age, silver age, copper age, and iron age. Then you also have to show this auspicious confluence age. You don't have to take many pictures. The picture of the ladder is the main one for Bharat. You can explain how from being impure you can become pure once again. Only the one Father is the purifier. By remembering Him, you can receive liberation and life in a second. You children have all of this knowledge. All the rest are sleeping in the sleep of ignorance. When Bharat had knowledge, it was very wealthy. Bharat is now in ignorance and has become so poverty stricken. There are also knowledgeful and ignorant human beings. Deities and human beings are very well known. Deities exist in the golden and silver ages, And human beings exist in the copper and iron ages. It should constantly remain in the children's intellects how service can be done. The father continues to explain that too. The picture of the ladder is very good to explain to someone. The father says you may live at home with your families, you have to earn an income for the livelihood of your bodies. You also have to study a worldly education. However, whatever time you have after that, you have to think about doing service and how to benefit others. Here you cannot benefit many. You come here just to listen to the father's Murli. It is only in this that there is magic. The father is called the magician, is he not? You sing there is magic in your Murli. The Murli that you speak through your mouth has magic. We become deities from human beings. There is no magician like this other than the Father. It is also remembered that it didn't take God long to change human beings into deities. The old world definitely has to become new again. The old world definitely has to be destroyed. At this time, you are studying Raj Yoga, and so you are surely going to become kings. You children now understand that after your 84th birth, you will have to take care of your first birth. You have to take your first birth because the history and geography of the world repeat. The golden and silver ages that existed definitely have to repeat. Whilst you are sitting here, you have to keep it in your intellect that you are going to back home and that you will then become Satupradhan deities. They are called deities. At present, human beings don't have those divine virtues. So you can do service anywhere. No matter how much business etc. you have to do, you can still continue to earn this income while living at home. The main thing for this is purity. When there is purity, there is also peace and prosperity. If you become completely pure, you cannot stay here because you would definitely need to go to the land of peace. When you souls have become pure, you can no longer remain in these old bodies because they are impure. The five elements are still impure and the bodies are made of those. They are called puppets of clay. One body of the five elements finishes and another one is created. But the soul exists forever. A soul is not something that is made. A body is very small at first and then it becomes large. A soul receives so many organs with which he performs his entire part. The world is wonderful. The Father who gives the introduction of souls is the most wonderful. We souls are so tiny. Each soul enters a body. Each and everything is wonderful. It is a wonder how the bodies of animals are created. There is a similar tiny soul in everything. An elephant is so big and a tiny soul goes and sits in it. The Father, however, explains about human births. How many births do human beings take? There aren't 8.4 million births. It has been explained that there are as many varieties as there are religions. It is a wonder how each soul takes a body with so many features. Then, as the cycle repeats, the features, name, and form change in every birth. It would not be said the ugly Krishna and the beautiful Krishna. No, that soul is at first beautiful. And then, as he takes 84 births, he becomes ugly. You souls also play your parts with different features and different bodies. This too is in the drama. You children should never have any worries. All are actors. You have to shade your bodies, take others, and play your parts. In every word, your relations, etc., change. The Father explains this drama is predestined. It is you souls that have become Tamopradhan by taking 84 births. Therefore, you souls now have to become Satopradhan. You definitely have to become pure. The world was pure It has now become impure and it has to become pure again. There are the words Satopradhan, Tamopradhan. There is the Satopradhan world and then the Sato, Rajo, and Tamo worlds. How can those who have now become Tamopradhan become Satopradhan? How can you become pure from impure? One cannot become pure with rainwater. Through rain, people can even die. When there are floods, so many people drown. The father now continues to explain none of those lands will remain. Natural calamities will also help. So many human beings and animals, etc., get carried away in the floods. It isn't that they become pure with that water, but the body just flow away. It isn't bodies that have to become pure from impure. It is souls that have to become pure. For that only the one Father is the purifier. Although those people call themselves Sadgurus, brackets world gurus, the duty of a guru is to grant salvation, and only the one Father is the bestower of salvation. The Father, the Sadguru, alone grants salvation. The Father continues to explain a great deal. This one also listens. Gurus make their disciples sit next to them to teach them. This one is also sitting next to that one. The Father is explaining, and so this one must be explaining too. This is why Guru Brahma becomes number one. For Shankar, they say that when he opened his third eye, he burnt everyone. In that case, he cannot be called a Guru. Nevertheless, the Father says, children, constantly remember me alone. Some children say we have so many worries about our business. So, how can we consider ourselves to be souls and remember the Father? The Father explains, on the path of devotion too, you remembered God and said, O Ishwar, O Bhagwan. You remember Him when there is some sorrow. When a person is about to die, people say, chant the name of Rama. There are many organizations who give a donation in the name of Rama. Just as you give a donation of knowledge, so they say Rama, Rama. You also say, remember Shiv Baba. Those people don't even know Shiva. They simply say Rama, Rama. Why do they say chant the name of Rama? When they say that God is in everyone, the Father sits here and explains neither Rama nor Sri Krishna can be called God. Even they are called a deity and their degrees also decrease. The degree of everything decrease. Clothes too are at first new and then they become old. So the Father explains all of these things and then says, my sweetest spiritual children, consider yourselves to be souls. Experience happiness whilst remembering Him. Here, this is a land of sorrow. Remember the Father and the inheritance. By having remembrance, you will attain an abundance of happiness. All of your sorrow and suffering and illnesses, etc., will end. You will then become free from disease for 21 births. All the sorrow and suffering of the body ends, and you receive the status of liberation in life. They sing this, but they do not enter that act. The Father explains to you in a practical way. Remember the Father, and your desires will all end, and you will become happy. It is not good to receive punishment and then receive a small piece of chapati. Everyone loves hot chapatis. Nowadays, oil is used for everything. Their rivers of ghee will flow. So, you children have to remember the Father internally. Baba doesn't say sit here and remember the Father. No. Whilst walking, touring, and moving around, remember Shiv Baba. You also have to do your job, etc. Let there be remembrance of the Father in your intellect. Children of a physical father remember him whilst doing their job, etc. If anyone asks them, they would instantly say whose children they are. They also keep their father's property in their intellect. You have become the father's children, and so you also remember his property. You also have to remember the Father and have no relationships with anyone else. A whole part is fixed in each soul and that continues to emerge. Whatever part each of you has played every cycle in this Brahmin clan, it continues to emerge. The father explains you may prepare food, sweets, but continue to remember Sai Baba. If you prepare them whilst remembering Sai Baba, then those who eat those sweets will also benefit. Sometimes they might even have visions. They can even have visions of Brahma. If they eat pure food, they can have visions of Brahma, Sri Krishna or Shiva. Brahma is here. There is the name of the Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. Many will continue to have visions because they remember the Father. The Father shows you many methods. Those people say Rama, Rama through their lips. You don't have to say anything through your lips. Just as those people understand that they are offering bhog to Guru Nanak, so you understand that you are preparing bhog to offer to Shiv Baba. If you prepare it whilst remembering Shiv Baba, many can be benefited. There is power in that food. This is why Baba asked those who prepare food, do you prepare it whilst remembering Shiv Baba? It is written, are you remembering Shiv Baba? If you prepare it while you are in remembrance, then even those who eat it will receive power and their hearts will become pure. Brahma Bhojan is also remembered. Even deities love the food prepared by Brahmins. This is also mentioned in the scriptures. By eating food prepared by Brahmins, your intellects become pure and you receive power. There is a lot of praise of Brahma Bhojan. Those who value Brahma Bhojan very much even rinse their plates and drink that water. They consider that to be very elevated. No one can stay without eating. Enough famine people die without food. It is souls that eat the food with their organs. Each soul tastes everything. It is the soul that says whether something is good or bad. This is very tasty. This is very nourishing. As you move forward and make progress, you will also continue to receive such bhojan. Therefore, you children are told to prepare food while in remembrance of Shiv Baba. You should put into practice what the Father explains to you. You are in the Father's home now, and you will then go to your in-laws' home. They meet one another, brackets Brahmin and deities, in the settled region when bhog is carried there. Bhog is offered to the deities. Deities go there, and you Brahmins go there, and meeting takes place there. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to you, spiritual children, and the spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharana number 1, do not worry about anything because this drama is created absolutely accurately. All actors are playing their own parts. Second, in order to attain the status of liberation in life and become constantly happy, remember eternally the one Father alone. Do not say anything. Whilst preparing and eating food, definitely sustain remembrance of the Father. Blessing, may you remain free from anger by also remaining free from selfishness, jealousy, and irritation. You may give some ideas and offer yourself for doing service, but do not let those ideas change into desires. When your thoughts change into a desire, you then have irritation. Just offer your ideas altruistically, not with selfish motives. Do not think that because you said it, it has to happen. Offer yourself, but do not go into why or what. Then the other companions in the form of jealousy and dislike will come. Anger also arises out of selfishness and jealousy, so now become free from this. Slogan, your occupation is that of a messenger of peace and to give everyone peace. Slogan, your occupation is that of a messenger of peace and to give everyone peace. Om Shanti.